You ain't never met a dude like me. You ain't never met a guy like me. Never met a player fly like me.
At first glance, Shelton Douthett appears to be anything but ordinary.
I always get the typical, hey, you should be on the field, the locker room's that way, and then la la la. And you know, it was all fun and games. I laugh at it.
However, it's not the way he dresses on game day that makes him unique. 22-year-old Shelton has been attending UM games since he was 4.
My mother, who was a City of Miami police officer, she was working security down at the Orange Bowl, and she gave my dad tickets, and he took us to a Canes game.
I used to like to carry my kids around with me everywhere I went. Every, you know, any event that they could attend, I would let them go.
I remember that day. I had so much fun. I was so excited. I mean, I didn't know what Canes football was, but right then and there, I knew I was going to be a Canes fan.
This is how this all started. We just got hooked from there, and it's just been the Canes ever since.
Shelton's older brother, Wayne, was also a big fan. For them, watching University of Miami football was not only a distraction, it gave two very different boys a love they could share.
I never missed a game around my brother. I never went to a Canes game without him. He was always there. My brother, he had autism, so basically he learned a little bit slower than the average child, but he was so eager to do everything, so like determined to learn.
Shelton filled in the areas that he could not understand or he could not comprehend. He depended on his brother.
What he taught Shelton was how to be kind and compassionate. And what Shelton taught him is from the intellectual point of view. And that was a rare combination.
Last season, a week after their first road game together at Florida State, big brother Wayne got sick.
He was just coughing in his sleep, and I woke him up, and I was just to give him his his cough medicine, and I noticed something wasn't right. Came to find out he had pneumonia, and the bacteria had ate a small hole in his heart, and as serious as it made that sound, it was treatable. It was okay.
While his brother was in the hospital, Shelton visited him every day. One day, Wayne asked him a question.
He's like, "Yo, Sean, when are you gonna wear all the UM gear to the game? 'Cause, you know, you've got a lot of the stuff in there." You know, I had the helmet and the jerseys and the pants, and you know, I was like, man, I don't know. And I was like, you know, I tell you what, as soon as you get out the hospital, I'll wear it to a game with you. As soon as you get out. Because at the time he was beginning to get better. He was in the ICU, but he was getting to get better.
After 2 weeks in the hospital, Wayne returned home. A week later, he became sick again and returned to the hospital with an apparent case of pneumonia. On the day of the UCF game, October 17th, 2009, Wayne passed away.
That was extremely tough. I just wished, as I was looking at him, I was just wishing that he would wake up, and I broke down in the ICU. They had to come get me to calm down, but it was so, it was just, it hurt. It hurt a lot.
The gentle giant, as he is called by those who love him, touched the hearts of everyone he came in contact with.
I didn't even realize that Wayne had that much effect on people.
We have very good memories of Wayne. We remember him as our friend, as a very loving and giving. I asked the students this morning, what can I say if somebody asks me about Wayne? Tell them he was a good person, he was kind, he was helpful, he's our friend, and those are still the memories that they carry with Wayne.
Later that season, when it was announced that Miami would play in the Champs Sports Bowl, Shelton knew it was the right time to honor his brother's memory.
I was thinking to myself, like, how can I give back to him? Basically 20 years of being there for me and being that being my right-hand man, how can I say thank you? So I decided to do my brother's promise. I had decided, like, okay, I'm gonna do this.
Wayne was a kind and caring, gentle giant. His legacy lives on, not only in the hearts and minds of those who love him, but at the school he loved and graduated from, the Marion Center, a school for special needs children.
After Wayne passed away, the family wanted in some way to be able to give that ability for another child to pursue their achievements. And they felt that the Marion Center helped Wayne to achieve those things, and they wanted to be able to continue by offering financial support to another family, that they would also be able to experience the satisfaction and the growth and the development of their children. And so the family has set up in his memory a scholarship to continue that for other families.
This is how we're giving back. We want this Wayne to live on through the scholarship fund to assist children with disabilities.
Shelton is a season ticket holder and attends all the games. So the next time you see him walking through the parking lot, dressed up for the game, say hello.
Somebody told me, and he said, "Hey, look at that stupid guy wearing a uniform." I said, and I explained to my coworker, I said, did you explain to him why he wears that uniform?
I couldn't let the last promise from him go, so I had to do what I had to do, and I wanted to get it done no matter what. And it's like, as long as, you know, my brother's happy, and I feel like I'm, you know, keeping that promise.
If you would like to help the Douthett family's cause, visit marioncenterschool.org or call them at 305-200-8927. The Marion Center helps families and children with special needs achieve their full potential.